chat, we have made it to week 2, Monday, and we got to swim. I can't really film me swimming, so you're going to have to trust me on this one when I go do my swim, that I'm not just cheating. Honestly, we'll all find out. We'll find out if I'm cheating whenever I go run this thing. If I die, I was probably cheating. But yeah, I'm kind of stalling because I really don't want to go jump into that cold pool. So I'm just trying to hype myself up, channel my inner shark, like, I smell blood, we're going in for the kill. You know, it's hard to hype yourself up when you go swim because you're just like flailing around like a sad fish. So I'm just gonna cut to where I'm cold, wet, and very sad. Well, there you have it. I'm cold, wet, and sad. It's an interval swim, so the main set was 6 by 100 meters, and then a 6 by 50 meters at like, from scale 1 to 10, like intensity of like 8 or 9. So, and I'm not really a swimmer, but I felt pretty good doing it. Honestly, felt pretty fast. I have a flag football game this afternoon, so we'll be doing that. But other than that, we're done for the day. And in honor of swim day, we're eating tilapia. But my hope will never die. Week 2, day 2. We got a cycle today. It gave me a time, not a distance. So we're going for 1 hour with some like interval sets in between it. And that's gonna be a good time. And then we got chest, because we went, like I said, we want to be big and strong, not just skinny little triathlon boy. Hey, we did it. That was the first time I've ever actually used cycling as like the workout and not just some post-workout excuse to watch F1 highlights. And it was pretty good, not gonna lie. My legs hurt very bad. It was an interval workout, so it was like warm up, 6 by 2 minutes of high intensity, then 6 by 1 minute high intensity, 6 by 1 minute high intensity. So we put in some solid work. Since the program has us training 4 days a week, I think I'm gonna use tomorrow as an off day because I didn't do diddly squat in terms of homework today. So I think tonight's gonna be either a late night, if not an all-nighter. So yeah, we're probably not gonna train tomorrow. But that also means I can edit last week's video because I haven't done that yet, and I should probably do that. Time to go home. There's a black cat right there. And he's just chilling. Look at him. Is it illegal to kidnap stray cats? Okay, well, story time. It is currently the day after yesterday, so tomorrow, from when you probably last saw me. I had tried to pull an all-nighter last night, and I failed. I stayed up till about 3 in the engineering building. I was like, I need a 20-minute power nap. So I did that, woke up, felt like I got hit by a bus, and I was like, you know what, this sucks, I'm going home. So I went home, went to sleep, woke up at 7, was like 5 more minutes, and then I woke up at 3 p.m. So what does that mean for us now? It means we have 2 options. 1, slam some melatonin and go to sleep and try to do some damage control. Say screw it to today. It was unproductive. We didn't really do anything. That's okay. Tomorrow will be better. Or we can go to Walmart, get some snacks, and pull another all-nighter, but actually succeed and make it through tonight. Stay up all of tomorrow, and then go to bed at a reasonable time. So, That's right, folks. We chose the ladder. Now all we gotta do is climb it. Oh, jokes aside, we got some pretty gnarly stuff. I also ran out of chicken and honey, so it was not just to go get snacks. I was actually being productive with my time. But yeah, since I slept for pretty much 12 hours today, I guess I can go train now because my legs feel okay. We got to run today, so that's fun. Also going to be hitting back and buys because
I want to be big, strong Russian bear who can also run 13 miles.
You already know. So I guess all we got to do is deactivate nerd mode and put in my contacts and then go to the gym. I'm Batman. I live in the shadows. Justice for Gotham. Lore update. It is 2:30 a.m. I went home after the gym to do my thermodynamics homework that was due at midnight. I couldn't figure it out, so I got very angry and decided to take the L on it. I still need to go run. So it's time to go do that. Yeah, I know a Dark Souls boss arena when I see one. Everything's so quiet at 3 a.m. It's kind of nice. Cheers. It is 4 a.m. I guess I'll just try to get some work done and get on with my day, I guess. And I'll see y'all on Friday. Day 4, we got to cycle today. So it is a 60-kilometer bike ride. I forgot, but I think it's like 30 something miles. So it's actually Saturday today because I was supposed to do this yesterday, but my legs really just were not feeling it. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do weights on Friday, and then Saturday, here we are. I don't understand why people don't do cardio more often. It's like, dude, just put out a YouTube video or something. Just zone out. It's a great time. So let's get to it. The gym was closing in like 10 minutes and my knees were starting to get a little funky, so I stopped at 32 miles and did some like backwards walking to like help my knees feel better a little bit, I guess. I averaged on that cycle, I averaged a little less than 4 minutes a mile, and that is just not where I need to be. On the run the other day, I averaged, I think, a little less than 10 minutes a mile, which is also not where I need to be. There's a lot of progress we got to make, but that's okay. That's why we started in October, you know? And hey, if it were easy, everyone would do it. But that wraps up training for the week. Another week down and out, I guess. We did week 2. I think that's the hump. That's the hump, because everyone feels good week 1, and then you gotta keep going, you know? It's like January 1st, everybody feels great about their New Year's resolutions, and then by February, maybe March, it's like, oh, kind of forgot about those. So we're making progress. We are in for the long haul, and now we just gotta grind out these next couple months. And by a couple, I mean, what, 7? I'll check, whatever. I mean, we're not performing great now, but I still feel good, you know? Because I'm gonna remember these days, you know? I'm gonna remember the days where I sucked. I'm gonna remember when I was slow and my knees hurt, and whenever I just was not doing well, and then I'm gonna cross that finish line going faster than I'd ever thought possible, doing something there's no chance in heck I could do right now. Like that's the goal, you know? Like that's the point. It's to be able to do something you can't do right now. And that's, oh man, that's gonna be awesome. But I'm enjoying it so far. It's like having another little quest on top of schoolwork, because school's been hard. And like if it were just difficult, that's fine. If it were something like I was really passionate about, but like I don't even know if I want to do what I'm studying, you know. I think every college student goes through that, but like that with the difficulty of engineering on top, it's like for how much of my time and life I devote to schoolwork and having to sacrifice a lot of things like time with friends and socializing and fun things like that. It's like all that for what, you know? Like I'm not even that great of a student. Like it doesn't come naturally to me. I'm not like super passionate about it. It's just something that I'm doing right now. And I think the merit of it being difficult is what drew me to it. And I'll save this rant for later about, you know, career stuff if you want to hear me rant about that. But it's just nice to have something that I really do care about. Something that's difficult, yeah, and every day I don't, you know, enjoy doing it every day, but I'm gonna do it every day. You know, I'm determined to do it every day, or every day that I need to. I'm determined to put the miles in, and I'm loving the grind. Like, because I don't expect to find some path in life where it's just gonna be easy and I love it all the time. It's gonna be wonderful and all that. That's unrealistic. But finding something where even on your worst day, you know it's worth it. Like, yeah, it's a grind, but gosh, you just enjoy the grind, you know, in its own way. And I think that's something that like people who never play sports or train for anything, you never really get that feeling, you know, or like you're not familiar with it whenever you try to pick your career or something, which is sad. I think my dad would always call sports a classroom for life, and it's so true. It's like you learn so much through training, through competition, through teamwork and all that. And individual sports, you learn different things, and then team sports, and then combat sports, you learn different things. And it's just so wonderful, and I could talk about it all day. If you're not an athletic person, that doesn't mean you can't do something athletic or train to be athletic. I think there's so much merit to it. And you get to pick whatever you want, because there's so much to choose from, and there's so many different communities you can be a part of, and it's just so good for you. And find something that you love doing. Like that's the problem with a lot of people have with like trying to get in shape and all that stuff, is that like what they're what they're doing in order to get into shape is just not fun. Like, or they have few reasons to like get in shape. Like, I was a chubby kid for a long time, and I was like really self-conscious about that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I watched Naruto for the first time, and as a kid, when I saw that, I was like, that is awesome, and I want to be like that. I want to be able to fight like that, like Rock Lee, you know? So I picked up martial arts, and I was really bad at it. I got my ass kicked a lot, and that was what's inspired me to be like, hey, I want to be good at this. And in order to be good at this, yeah, I'll have to train hard. I'll have to go through painful things, but like, it will all be worth it because I want to get better at it. And it's that was one of the, people talk about canon events, but that was one of the main turning points in my life. Was after my first boxing sparring session, where I left like with a black eye, like typical, like what you'd imagine first day of boxing to look like. Black eye, bloody nose. My mom told me I should quit. That was the only time I've ever gotten mad at my mom. And from then on, it's on, game on. Like, that was all. Oh, I could talk about that moment all day. That really gets me going thinking about it. And I just hope everyone needs to have that moment for whatever it is you end up doing, whether it's athletic or not, whether it's academic, professional, or athletic, of course. Having that moment where you're just like, all right, this is something I want. I want this so bad. Oh, it's such a great feeling. So that's another one day of mine, is to compete, like kickboxing or something like that, because I've trained for so long. I just want to, I don't know, that'd be something I'd want to train for maybe after this, but one thing at a time, of course, one thing at a time. But anyway, that's it for the week. If you're just tuning in, thanks for being here. Hope you stick around for the ride. If you've been with me since the beginning, I hope your personal adventure is going well. So keep at it. Love y'all. Bye.